When the notary read my aunt's final letter aloud, the whole room fell silent, and every face turned to me. I had no idea why. Growing up, I always knew I wasn't my Aunt Vivian's favorite. She never said it, but you could feel it. My siblings got weekend visits to her house in the hills, and crisp bills tucked into their coat pockets. I got a distracted wave. At holidays, she'd praise everyone else's report cards and then look at me like she was trying to place my face. I never worked out what I'd done. I decided some people just don't take to you, and left it alone. When she died, I almost didn't go to the estate meeting. My mother talked me into it. The attorney went down the list. The house to my mother. The investment account split between my siblings. The car to my brother. Then she mentioned the music box. Everyone in the room sat up. Aunt Vivian's music box was a family fixture. A heavy antique thing she kept locked in a glass cabinet and never let anyone wind. My cousin had begged to have it for her wedding. My sister had offered to buy it. Vivian always said it would go to the one who needed to hear it. The attorney looked straight at me. To Nadia, I leave the music box. She's the only one who will understand. Every head swung toward me. My sister's face went red. My mother looked lost. I sat there with no clue what was happening. The moment we reached the parking lot, my sister grabbed my arm. "You have to let us see it. It belongs to all of us." I told her I didn't even know why it was mine. She didn't care. My cousin said it wasn't fair that an heirloom should go to someone Vivian barely spoke to. My mother suggested I just let everyone take turns keeping it. For 3 days, my phone didn't stop. Everyone had a claim, and I hadn't even opened the thing. It sat on my shelf while the family came apart. My sister called me selfish. My uncle said Vivian must have gotten confused near the end. My mother kept saying, "Just let them see it so we can all move on." On the 4th night, I finally sat down and opened the lid. I expected the little tune, maybe a photo underneath. Instead, the felt lining was loose, and beneath it was a thick fold of paper. My aunt's cramped handwriting filling both sides, spilling onto a second sheet. It began, "Nadia, if you're reading this, I'm gone, and I can finally say the thing I never could." A chill went through me. She wrote about my grandfather, how the family remembers him as a devoted man who drowned in a boating accident when I was small, how everyone still speaks of it as the sorrow that shaped her life. Then she wrote, "What no one knows is that I was in the boat, and I could have saved him, and I chose not to." I stopped breathing. She confessed all of it. My grandfather, behind closed doors, had been cruel to her for years, controlling, menacing, cutting her off from everyone who might have helped. That day on the water, he'd gone over, tangled and panicking, and she'd sat with the oar in her hands and simply waited, and told the others afterward she couldn't reach him in time. She'd carried it for decades. Then she wrote, "But you already know, Nadia. You were there." My whole body went cold. I was 4, in the bow of that boat. I've never remembered much from back then. But suddenly, a memory surfaced that I'd buried for years. The water, my grandfather's hand breaking the surface, my aunt sitting perfectly still, and later, on the dock, her crouching down and gripping my little shoulders, telling me it was a bad dream and I must never, ever talk about it. She hadn't kept me at a distance because she didn't love me. She'd kept me close enough to watch, far enough that no one would ever link the quiet niece to the thing she was hiding. I wasn't the least favorite. I was the only other witness, and she'd spent the rest of her life making sure I never remembered why. My sister called the next morning to ask if I was finally ready to pass the music box around. I told her Vivian hadn't left me a music box. She'd left me something I could never hand to anyone. I burned the letter in the sink that night and put the music box in the back of a closet I keep shut. Some things a family is better off remembering the way they always have.